Hi everyone, my name's Anjali and it is the 26th of January and I welcome you to our WOCY daily activity where we are celebrating Australia Day. So I thought I'd stand up because I'm sure you know where Australia is. Here it is, this big yellow continent. It's sometimes called a continent, that's a country. Here it is on the map and I say good day and hello to all of you that might be on holiday today, celebrating your holiday Australia Day in the sun. So I'm going to come and sit down on the floor for just a little bit because I'd like you today to celebrate Australia Day to think about the things about Australia that you really love, that fascinate you. There are loads of facts about Australia. It is a continent that seems to just have arrived and grown and kind of taken a life of its own. So it's the only continent that's got those kangaroos and cute looking koalas. It's a continent that has pink lakes. It's a continent, a country, it's a place where there are more sheep than people. There are 1 million purebred camels that live in the desert of Australia. Did you know that? I thought it was amazing. So actually, Australia send camels to the Middle East. Absolutely incredible. What else about Australia do I love? Well, I love the fact that there are lots and lots of beaches in Australia, that 90% of people live quite close to a beach. I like the fact that it's got one of the biggest rocks in the world, one of the biggest and the oldest rocks in the world. So Uluru, it stands 348 meters high, but actually it's that base, that foundation of that rock that is really impressive, and it goes down 2.5 kilometers. So maybe you could figure out how far that is down. So maybe you like some of those facts yourself. Maybe you can find out some other facts to celebrate Australia Day. And maybe you can join me in doing some yoga today, which is going to be inspired by the fact that so many people live around beaches, around the coast in Australia. For a small place, it's obviously got a lot of beach and a lot of coastline. It's also been really important. The sea, the beaches have been really important for Australians for hundreds and thousands of years. In fact, the Aborigines that first came to live in Australia about 50,000 years ago, the seas and the coast were really important to them. Of course, it's really important for people that live in the islands around Australia as well, the Torres Strait Islanders. So today I'm going to share with you 2 yoga-inspired poses. Well, they're inspired by Australia Day and the idea of living by the beach, by the sea. Inspired also by the Sydney Opera House, where you can see the design of the Sydney Opera House has got its inspiration, its creativity from sails. So those old-fashioned boat sails, and still you can see sails on those yacht type of boats that sail along the sea as well. So enough of me talking, let's get over to our inspiration where we are looking at sails. I'm going to come and turn to the side actually so that you can see what I'm doing here. So our first yoga pose that we're doing today is a wide-angled twist with big sail arms. Now this is something you can do together with a partner. You can sit opposite a partner. Person with the shorter legs comes and sits with maybe their legs inside the person with the longer legs. If you've got the same length legs, feet can be against each other. The idea is that you need to be able to find a position where you can sit up tall and hold each other's hands or arms. Okay, so long arms for both of you and straight back for both of you too. You then come and hold the same hand. So both of you either hold the right hand or the left hand. I'm going to demonstrate here with my left hand sitting up tall. My left hand, my right hand are going to come in front. My left hand's going to stay here, and I'm going to open up my right hand as we really open up the sail of a boat. So this is a lovely twist, really opening up your shoulders and your chest. We're twisting our tummies. That means we're massaging our tummies. We are helping with the function of our digestive system, our reproductive systems as well. Take a deep breath in and out. And when you breathe out, maybe your shoulder will feel a little bit looser and you can twist a little bit more. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, and out for 3, 2, 1 as you bring your hands back together. All right, shake those legs up and down, and maybe you noticed that I've had my feet pointing up the whole time, and that's just really helped to exercise my legs the whole time we've been doing this activity. I want you to try and keep your heels on the ground. So I'm going to turn around so that I can twist the other way. So arms out, legs out as much as you can, heels on the floor, toes turned up. Breathe in, sit up tall with your arms in front of you. Breathe out as you open up. I'm opening up with my left hand now. And I'm going to take a breath in, try and sit up a bit taller. And as I breathe out, see if I can very slightly move round to the left a bit more. Breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Nice job, breathing in. Breathe out as you come back. Shake those arms, shake up those legs. Let's bring them together. So that was our first pose that was inspired by sails. Okay, now come up to standing in whatever way feels comfortable for you. You may want to challenge yourself to come up to standing without using any hands. You can either do it up, just straight up from your cross-legged position, or you can bring both feet round to the side, come to your knees, either hold on to your waist, your hips, or your hands together to come up to standing. Okay, shaking out those legs. We're just going to warm up our bodies a little bit for our next pose, which is called an extended side angle pose, and it's a super stretch. So take your feet nice and wide apart so that you don't feel like you're going to fall over, but wide apart, definitely wider than those hips, wide apart so that you can stand up nice and tall. I'd then like you to make sure your feet are turned out to the side a little bit. Okay, and I'd like you to bend your knees. Okay, so we're just going to warm up those legs. We're going to bend those knees, trying to keep the back nice and straight so your shoulders staying above your hips, and we're going to bend those knees. Good. All right, we're then going to just bend one knee to one side and one knee over to the other. See, I'm still trying to keep my back nice and tall. I'm not leaning to the side, just keeping it nice and straight. Good. Okay, let's start working into this pose now. So you've got both feet out to the side, and what I'd like you to do now is to turn one foot to face away from you. So your one foot is facing all the way out to the side, and the other foot, can you turn it in a little bit? And we still want to keep our body facing forwards. All right, take those arms out to the side at shoulder height, and I'd like you to bend your knee over that foot that's turned out to the side. Keep the body nice and tall. All right, we're going to bring our arm above our knee. So on your thigh, you've got that arm, and then we're going to bring our other arm up. So I've got my left knee bent. So my left arm is just above my left knee and my right arm is up. Okay, now you can look up at this right arm. We've got a little bit of a sail stretching out from your body. We've got our lower body making a boat for this sail. I love this visual. And if you want to make that sail a little bit longer, you can reach your hand down to the floor outside your foot. Okay, so we can reach that hand down to the floor outside our foot. You can even look up at that hand if it feels comfortable, or look straight ahead of you, or even down to the floor. Just see how your neck feels today. Good. All right, now we're going to bring our hand that's up down to the floor. And I'd like you, we're going to swap our feet around. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit on my mat so that I don't bang into my little stand here. We're going to shuffle our feet around. Can you see how my right toes are now pointing in the right direction? We've got our left foot coming in, and we've just come down to the floor. And we're really going to push down into the floor with our feet. Squeeze your tummy muscles. Breathe in as up you come with great strength. All right, now you're probably facing your knee now. And what I'd like you to do is to turn around and face out to the side. I'm just going to make this position more comfortable for me. So have a little adjustment, a little wiggle with your feet to see where feels comfortable for you. Got my arms up at shoulder height again now. Going to bring my right arm down above my right knee. Now, really important, I should have said it earlier, never put your hand on your knee because your knee is very delicate. All right, so we've bent that knee. We've got one forearm down above our knee. We've got our left hand coming up. Nice job. You can look up at that arm, that hand if you like. And then if you want to make that sail longer again, just stretch one hand down to the floor. That's it. And actually, if you want to make this a really, really long side stretch to the side of your body, you can also take your left arm over your left ear. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands down to the floor. We're going to bring our left knee down to the floor and we'll come back down to sitting. And what I think we should do is, because we've had a nice stretch of those legs, just supporting your body with your hands behind you. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Give them a little bit of a shake. Give those feet a little bit of a turn from side to side. There we go, as you are ready to celebrate the rest of Australia Day and also whatever else you decide to do today. So please enjoy whatever else you're going to do. As I say, thank you to the world. Thank you for giving us all of these amazing places to know about, to be able to see, to be able to appreciate. Love to you all always. Namaste. And I look forward to seeing you soon.